Success is not built on excuses, but on relentless action, perseverance, and an unwavering belief in oneself. Winners don't make excuses because they understand that excuses are just limitations wrapped in justifications. Every moment spent making an excuse is a moment that could have been used to push forward, to learn, to grow, and to overcome. Those who succeed in life, those who reach the pinnacle of their potential, are the ones who refuse to let obstacles define them. They are the ones who see challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, who turn failures into lessons rather than regrets, and who push past pain, doubt, and fear with an unshakable determination. Think about the greatest achievers in history. They did not have an easy path. They did not reach success because life handed them the perfect circumstances. They reached greatness because they refused to make excuses. They refused to accept mediocrity. They refused to let their circumstances dictate their destiny. Instead, they forged their path with resilience, discipline, and an unyielding commitment to their goals. Thomas Edison, for example, did not make excuses when he failed thousands of times in his attempt to invent the light bulb. Instead, he viewed every failure as a lesson, every setback as a step closer to success. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work." That mindset, that refusal to make excuses, is what separates winners from the rest. Excuses are easy. They provide a comfortable way to avoid responsibility, to justify inaction, to rationalize failure. It is easy to say, "I didn't have enough time, I didn't have enough resources, I wasn't lucky enough, it was too hard," or "I'll do it later." But those who rely on excuses never move forward. They remain stuck in the same place, wondering why success eludes them. Winners, on the other hand, take full ownership of their actions. They understand that life is not always fair, that obstacles will always be present, but they choose to move forward regardless. They make things happen instead of waiting for the perfect conditions. There will always be reasons to quit. There will always be difficulties that seem insurmountable. But winners do not focus on why they can't do something. They focus on how they can. They find solutions instead of problems, opportunities instead of excuses. They do not waste time dwelling on things beyond their control. Instead, they channel all their energy into what they can control: their attitude, their work ethic, their persistence. Consider an athlete training for a championship. They wake up early, push their bodies to the limit, endure pain, exhaustion, and setbacks. They could easily make excuses. "I'm too tired. I don't feel like it today. It's raining outside. My competitors are stronger." But champions don't think that way. They show up, put in the work, and push through discomfort because they know that excuses will not bring them victory. Hard work, discipline, and perseverance will. Success is earned, not given. It requires sacrifice, discipline, and an ironclad mindset. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the odds seem stacked against you, when every fiber of your being tells you to quit. But in those moments, you must remember why you started. You must remember that every great success story is built on a foundation of perseverance. You must remind yourself that excuses will only steal your potential, while effort and determination will lead you to greatness. It is not about having the perfect conditions. It is about making the best of what you have. Some of the greatest entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders started with nothing. They faced rejection, criticism, and failure, but they refused to be victims of their circumstances. They refused to let excuses dictate their future. They understood that every excuse is a self-imposed limitation, and they chose to rise above it. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. He could have made excuses, he could have given up and accepted that he wasn't good enough, but instead, he used that setback as fuel. He trained harder, pushed himself further, and ultimately became a legend. Winners don't dwell on failures, they use them as motivation to become better. Excuses do not serve you. They do not bring you closer to your goals. They only create a false sense of comfort while keeping you stagnant. When you feel the urge to make an excuse, challenge yourself to find a way instead. Ask yourself, how can I overcome this? What can I do right now to move forward? What is within my control? Take responsibility for your actions, for your choices, for your future. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the ability to keep going even when you don't feel like it, to push yourself beyond your limits, to stay committed even when it's hard. Winners have discipline. They do what needs to be done whether they feel like it or not. They do not allow emotions or circumstances to dictate their actions. They understand that success is not about what you do when you feel motivated, but what you do when motivation fades. Excuses will always be there, but so will opportunities. The question is, which one will you choose? Will you choose the easy path of excuses and regrets, or the challenging path of growth and achievement? The choice is yours. No one else can make it for you. You have the power to shape your future. You have the ability to overcome any challenge, to rise above any obstacle, to achieve anything you set your mind to. But it starts with a decision. The decision to stop making excuses and start taking action. It starts with a mindset shift, the shift from seeing problems to seeing possibilities. It starts with a commitment, the commitment to never let anything stand in your way. Winners do not wait for the perfect moment. They create it. They do not hope for success. They work for it. They do not let fear, doubt, or setbacks stop them. They keep moving forward no matter what. That is the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who merely dream about it. So, if you want to win, if you want to succeed, if you want to reach your highest potential, stop making excuses. Take full control of your life, take responsibility for your actions, do the work, push through adversity, and refuse to quit. Because in the end, the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the excuse you are willing to let go of. Winners don't make excuses, they make history. Success is not an accident. It is the result of effort, persistence, and an unbreakable will to push forward no matter what obstacles stand in your way. Many people dream, but few are willing to do what it takes to turn those dreams into reality. They talk about what they want, but when faced with difficulties, they retreat. That is the difference between those who succeed and those who merely wish. Success requires more effort than you think, more sacrifice than you expect, and more perseverance than you might believe possible. The road to greatness is paved with challenges, failures, and disappointments. It is not for the weak-hearted or those who give up at the first sign of difficulty. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you must be willing to endure pain, rejection, and hardship. Every great person in history faced adversity, but they refused to quit. They understood that setbacks were not the end of the road, but rather stepping stones toward their ultimate goal. You must adopt the same mindset. When you fail, do not see it as a sign to stop, but as a lesson to learn. Failure is only a failure if you allow it to defeat you. Otherwise, it is just a part of the journey. Every day you have a choice. You can either stay where you are, comfortable but stagnant, or you can push yourself to new heights, embracing the discomfort that comes with growth. The people who achieve greatness do not do so because they are lucky or naturally talented. They do so because they refuse to settle. They understand that growth comes from discomfort, and they willingly put themselves through the struggle necessary to improve. They wake up earlier than others, work harder than others, and never allow excuses to take control of their lives. When you feel tired, when your mind tells you to stop, when everything inside you screams for comfort, that is when you must push harder. Your body can handle far more than you think. It is your mind that gives up first. The difference between success and failure is the ability to keep going when everything inside you wants to stop. Champions are not made in moments of comfort. They are forged in the fire of adversity, in the moments when quitting seems like the easiest option, but they choose to persist. You must embrace discipline. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline remains. When you rely on motivation alone, you will find yourself inconsistent, working hard only when you feel like it. But those who achieve their goals do not wait for the right moment. They create the right moment. They show up every day, no matter how they feel, and they put in the work. They do what needs to be done, even when they do not want to. There will be days when you feel like giving up. There will be moments when doubt creeps in and tells you that you are not good enough, that you are wasting your time, that you will never make it. But those thoughts are lies. They are the voice of fear trying to hold you back. The only way to silence them is to take action. Every time you push through doubt, you weaken its hold on you. Every time you take a step forward despite your fears, you become stronger. Success is not about talent, it is about effort. Talent may give someone an initial advantage, but without effort, it is meaningless. Hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. There are countless people with potential who never achieve anything because they are unwilling to put in the effort. On the other hand, there are people with no natural advantage who rise to greatness simply because they refuse to be outworked. If you want something bad enough, you must be willing to work for it harder than anyone else. You must be willing to sacrifice. Nothing great comes without a price. If you want to succeed, you must be willing to give up the things that hold you back. That may mean less time watching television, less time scrolling through social media, and more time focusing on your goals. It may mean waking up earlier, staying up later, and doing things that are uncomfortable. Sacrifice is the price of success, and those who are unwilling to pay it will never reach their full potential. Your mindset is everything. The way you think determines the way you act. If you believe you are capable of great things, you will act accordingly. If you believe you are limited, you will never push beyond those limits. Your thoughts shape your reality, so you must guard them carefully. Surround yourself with people who push you forward, who inspire you to be better, who refuse to let you settle for mediocrity. Oh, okay, cool. Let me distance yourself from negativity, from those who doubt you, and from anything that weakens your belief in yourself. The journey will not be easy. There will be times when it feels like nothing is working, like you are not making progress, like all your effort is in vain. But those moments are when you must push even harder. Most people quit right before they achieve success because they cannot see how close they are. You must keep going. No matter how difficult it gets, no matter how slow the progress, every step forward is a step closer to your goal. Greatness requires patience. It does not happen overnight. It is the result of years of consistent effort, of showing up every day and giving your best even when you do not see immediate results. Do not expect quick rewards. Instead, fall in love with the process. Enjoy the journey, the growth, the lessons learned along the way. The destination is important, but the person you become on the way to that destination is even more valuable. You have the power to change your life. You have the ability to achieve greatness. But it will not happen by accident. It will happen when you decide that you are willing to put in the effort, to push beyond your limits, to refuse to quit no matter what. Do not wait for the perfect moment, for the right circumstances, for someone else to give you permission. The time to start is now. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the amount of effort you are willing to put in. So, give more, push harder, never settle. Your future is waiting for you, but only if you are willing to work for it.